that is from today, Monday to Friday. Okay, so please join continuously, and per day we are going to cover, we are trying to cover first full chapter. Yeah, so let's begin. So Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So let me share my screen also with you all. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay. I hope you all can view my screen. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
No,
Mataji.
no, Mataji.
No,
No,
Mataji.
No, Mataji.
No, Mataji.
No. Okay. No issues, no issues. Please wait. Now you all can see the screen?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Aishwarya. Thank you. So, dear devotees, first of all, let me tell you all that this is because of the efforts of ICF group that we have come to a decision to take this 18 days session of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is said to be a manual. Those who have not even seen the Bhagavad Gita, for them. That's the reason my first question was, anybody new, anybody first timer? So please take darshan of Bhagavad Gita. This is our founder, Acharya Srila Prabhupada. When we say this Bhagavad Gita, it doesn't mean that we are marketing to sell this product. No need. We don't need this to be done. Yeah. If you'll read Bhagavad Gita as it is, that is, our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada has tried his best to translate this Bhagavad Gita in a very easier and simpler way for every common person to understand. This Bhagavad Gita happens to be manual for we human being. When we go and buy some product, especially electronic product, with the package, you will find a manual. Now, my question to you all, is that manual important? If you open the packet and you don't find the manual, are you going to go and return it and ask for a manual, or you're okay without the manual?
Hare Krishna Mataji, we'll ask for the manual because until and unless we ask for the manual, we won't be able to use that particular product.
Very good. Can you give your name?
Sorry, Mataji.
What's your good name?
My name is Kavita Jain.
Haribol. Thank you so much. Yes. So just by paying some money, if you go and buy a product and in the package you don't find manual, you're going and returning and demanding for a manual. Why? Because as Kavita Mataji said, you want to know what is the know-how about this product, how am I going to use it, how it is going to help me, and what are the features, what are the extra features that I already had an iPhone. Why did I opt for another one? So that there is add-on. Same way, we are also a product of the Lord. Yeah. In 15th chapter, you'll find this, he's saying, Mame Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana Manashashtani Indriyani Prakriti Sthani Karshati. That is, we are also part and parcel and a product of Lord Krishna. So Prabhupada is trying to put an effort of giving this Bhagavad Gita to us so that every day, dear devotees, every day we must try to open and touch. Those who are not having, buy it, get it online. You can get a link from us. Go to any of the ISKCON temple and you will get it. Now, when we say Bhagavad Gita, you have a scene set, then a preface, introduction. Prabhupada very clearly is saying, you will, when you go to market, you will find thousands and thousands of editions of Bhagavad Gita. And what are those? How it is different? Because when you say any Bhagavad Gita randomly, if you buy, it's not going to help you. Why? Because that person who has written this is giving her or his point of view. But here, Prabhupada is trying to give you word-to-word translation of the way Lord Krishna has spoken to Arjuna. This Bhagavad Gita happens to be an extract from Mahabharata. How important it is that we must read. And it is said that one must read at least 3 to 4 times in one's life. But how pity it is that most of the people don't even have Bhagavad Gita, or they don't even know the importance of it. And they feel, why I must read? Why for me? So, dear devotees, saying that, let me start today's session. Bhagavad Gita has 18 chapters and only 700 shlokas. Srila Prabhupada is making a statement in preface. He says, many Americans, because this Bhagavad Gita, when Americans read, when Prabhupada went to US and when he has given this instructions to them and made them read, trained them. So many of them, they came and said that it is wonderful and we must have in more languages. And that's how Prabhupada started translating in many more languages. Prabhupada says, after reading this Bhagavad Gita, even if one becomes a pure devotee of the Lord, he says, my mission is successful. So with that note, we also start today. Dear devotees, on 1st of December is Mokshadha Ekadashi. That is the day when Lord has spoken Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. Arjuna was playing a role model on behalf of all we jivas. So, when Bhagavad Gita was spoken, it was spoken only for 45 minutes. Let me tell you, dear devotees, in 45 minutes, Krishna has given Arjuna all the instructions. And now we are trying to understand the same in 18 days. And that also a bird eye view. It's not going to be in detail. After this, if you all come forward, we are going to speak in detail because every chapter is going to be, in detail. So our request is please come forward and opt for it so that you all can also benefit it. I'm Sugna Vrinda Devi Dasi with you all, disciple of His Holiness Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj. So very first, if you see Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, observing the army on the battlefield. Now this battle, when we say battle, it has been a fight, a battle between two families, Kauravas and Pandavas. Actually, they are one family. And that's how you will know a lot of things, So this is Arjuna Vishada Yoga, it says. Yeah. Our founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, who is also the founder of International Society of Krishna Consciousness. Dear devotees, this is the opening prayer. You will find in Bhagavad Gita, in introduction page, initially, this is the prayer that one must open and pray to the Lord and then start reading. So let's give a try. Yeah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Anjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभयेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. This is the Panchatattva mantra. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shtvasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. This is the Maha Mantra. Because this is the Nama Yuga, every house, this has to be chanted by mother, father, children, grandparents, everybody. Because Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and said, Jare dekha tare kaha. And that is Krishna Upadesh, that is Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Dear devotees, when you will read this from Bhagavad Gita, every stanza that you have read, there is a translation meaning of every word that you're going to read. Yeah. Okay. About Srila Prabhupada, it is said Gita is basic practical preaching book. Basic. If we consider ourselves, we categorize ourselves as human being, then it's a preaching book. One must study Bhagavad Gita. How? Inside, outside, and that will help govern our external activities. One must understand the flow of philosophy and not in isolation. Yeah? It's going to help us. It is said how Lord Krishna is compassionate. Shankaracharya describes Gita as a river of nectar. History of Mahabharat, yeah, and Arjuna's denial on war. Lord spoke Bhagavad, this Gita out of compassion for living entity. As I was saying, that Arjuna was a role model on behalf of us. He was asking questions, and Lord Krishna was replying for we jivas, for we entities. Yeah. Now, to start with, as I was saying, this fight was between two families, Kauravas and Pandavas, though they are one family, but how politics happens and how things are happening. So we will try to understand a little bit about it. So Bhagavad Gita is divided into 3 sections. As I said, it is 18 chapters. So we'll see every 6 chapters. The first initial 6 chapters are Karma Yoga, chapter 1 to chapter 6. It's talking about Karma Yoga. Then 7 to 12, it talks about Bhakti Yoga. And the last ones are Jnana Yoga. So when we speak about this, that how we are going to benefit out of it, in detail, Prabhupada is giving these commentaries prominently from Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan, and then Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, then Srila Sridhar Swami Maharaj, then Sripad Ramanujacharya. So from all this, it's a blend commentary that Prabhupada has translated into our purports, beautiful purports, which gives us the in-depth understanding of, because many of us, we say we don't know Sanskrit, so how we are going to learn, how we are going to understand. So there is a shloka, then there is a translation, and then there is a purport, to give us the inside of understanding of this shlokas. Also, to give you little depth about this Bhagavad Gita, as I said, it's 700 shlokas. Let me tell you, Lord himself spoke 574 verses. Dhritarashtra just speaks first one shlok. Arjuna is uh, communicating with Lord. So there are 84 shlokas. And then there is 41 shlokas by Sanjaya, because the setting of the scene is Dhritarashtra is sitting in his room, and because he is blind, he is asking help from Sanjaya, who happens to be his assistant, who is sitting in with him. And when Dhritarashtra gets to know that the people have left for fight, out of many doubts in his mind, many places, acharyas are saying, this question leads to that Dhritarashtra was not only blind by eyes, but he was even blind by his mind. The way he has asked questions, we understand what is going, what is dwelling in his heart, why these doubts are there. Yeah. So very first shloka that comes is Dhritarashtra vacha dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha mamaka pandavaschaiva kima kurvata Sanjaya. So he's saying, oh Sanjaya, you see, because Sanjaya was blessed. So he's saying, you see and tell me what is happening when a place which was a dharma kshetre, Arjuna selected to be a battlefield. And he's dividing his full family into Mai and Pandava. Pandu was none other than his younger brother. His younger brother's sons, when he's not there, he also has to consider his own. But he's saying Mamaka, my children and Pandu's children. When they were assembled at Kurukshetra, what did they do? Kima Kurvata Sanjaya? What did they do? So from very first shloka, we get to know what is the poison in the minds of Dhritarashtra. Somebody had asked me once in session, Mataji, when you say this is a manual for we mankind, how the instructions are started with blind man? So the answer to this is we are all actually blind. Blind means
Blind.
in ignorance. We are all
Ignorance.
blind. We are all into
Yeah.
ignorance. We are into moha, illusion. This is my house. This is my child. This is my husband. This is my wife. This is my I. This is nothing but illusion. And illusion is nothing but ignorance. And ignorance means there is no proper knowledge. And this Bhagavad Gita will enlighten us to understand what actually our position is. And we should not hanker or keep fighting. This Kurukshetra war is not only a battle there, but every minute, every second, we Jiva are fighting, either for our rights, either for our pleasure, sense gratification, and so on and on and on and on. Yeah. So the first chapter, if you'll see, there are 46 shlokas. So from verse 1 to 27, you will find preparation for the war. You'll find many names. From Kauravas, from Pandavas, from Kauravas, from Pandavas, who are there, what are they doing, and from 28 to 46, Arjuna's doubt starts, because he's all the time when Krishna is saying kill, fight, he's saying no. And then he's giving us support to his answers why no. So, dear devotees, we'll go furthermore. When we are saying preparation from verse 1 to 27, we will see from 1 to 13, Sanjaya informs Dhritarashtra of Duryodhana. Now, from this few shlokas, we'll find how Duryodhan was, being Dhritarashtra's son. Even from the father, the poison got transferred to the children also. And We learn from his behavior, one has to behave with whom, how, and why. So on the battlefield, when he is addressing to his army chief about Bhishma Pitama, about his teacher, the words that he's using, the gestures that he's using, it teaches us how one has to behave with a teacher. Guru. Without a guru, there is no knowledge. But how Duryodhana was behaving. And from 14 to 19, we get to know the shankhas that were blown before the battle started. So, blowing of the conch shell, what is the reason? What is the significance of blowing the conch shell? It says it removes all the impurities. The blowing of conch shell of all the transcendental personalities, when Lord blew his conch shell, Arjuna, Yudhishthir, Bhima, Nakul, Sahadev, everybody, and even from the other side of party. But when Pandavas blow their conch shell, the other armies shattered their hearts because there was a fear. Because when we do wrong, we are fearful. And to the reply, even they had to blow the conch shell. From 20 to 27, you'll find Arjuna requesting Krishna to draw his chariot between the two armies. Now, why he wanted to do this? Because he said, we are just 5 of us with our widow mother, wife, and children. We don't need much. So why we have to kill so many to just get our rights? Here, we are having a message by the Lord. And the message is, what is right we have to do. And what is wrong, we have to oppose it. The very first question when it was asked, Dhritarashtra's fear and concern was there. His worry was, this Dharma Kshetra has become Kurukshetra. And Lord himself is present there. And who is he? Because Lord is there and this place is also of worship. Pandavas are pure devotees of the Lord. So definitely everything is going to favor them. So before the battle even start, one can understand what is the result going to be there. Yeah. So natural tendency not to fight, battle may not take place, cannot start. So this was all the dilemmas that Dhritarashtra had in his mind to ask questions to Sanjaya. Then about Duryodhana, his approach towards, especially towards teacher Dronacharya. Then in the third verse, we find how he is opposing the general. From 11 to 12, we see Duryodhana is a diplomat. He thinks other in army feel bad. What is that? Because he is asking his army people to keep an eye on Bhishma Pitama. Why? Because he knew Bhishma Pitama's favorite person is in the opposite army, that is Arjuna. So he is warning his great grandfather that I know this. There are so many people who are giving life. So be ready. Be also ready there. So Duryodhana, Bhishma, out of compassion, to cheer Duryodhana, blow his conch shell very loudly. Actually, it is explained very beautifully when Bhishma Pitama is blowing conch shell. Actually, he is looking at Krishna, Lord Krishna, asking his permission. Though I am in the opposite side, but I am asking your permission. And he's looking at his feet and blowing the shankha, and how Lord is also reciprocating by looking at him. So there are many, many learnings here. Then there is shankhas blown. When the shankhas were blown, it says the victory is certain. Why? Because Krishna and Arjuna, conch shell is transcendental. It is described. This Krishna is none other than Madhava, who is Krishna is husband of goddess of fortune. So, goddess of fortune, husband of goddess of fortune was with Pandavas. So, definitely the fortune is going to be of Pandavas. From verse 15 to 18, Krishna, Arjuna, and Bhim, when they are blowing the conch shell, it is also given to us in detail their conch shells names, individual names. Krishna is addressed by many, many names. Now, these are nothing but Lord's names. So, how transcendental they are. By taking one name of the Lord, how we get purified. And every name of the Lord has got meaning. So, you'll see Krishna is all attractive. Rishikesha, Achyuta, Madhusudana, Govinda, Vasudeva, Devaki Nandan, Yashodanandan, Parthasarthi, Keshava, Janardana. And also for Arjuna, he's calling as Dhananjaya, Partha, Gudakesha, and for Bhima also. Yeah. In the 20th verse, when Arjuna prepares to fight, he's asking Lord Krishna to bring the chariot in the middle. Now he wanted to see who all are in the opposite direction, who want to kill them, who want to fight. Also, we will see that when we are seeing beginning of the fight, we immediately try to understand which side is the fortune. The signs are given here. Arjuna's flag on his chariot emblem is Hanuman, who happens to be the devotee of Lord Ram when Lord Ram went to fight with Ravana. He himself was present, and here as emblem on the flag. That's the sign of victory. Also, Krishna personally present Rishikesha is to direct his senses to his devotee. Arjuna's victory was assured. Now, dear devotees, also few things that we will understand from very first chapter as I was reading all this. All this you will find in detail when we will read this Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna's reaction when the chariot was taken in the center. The moment he saw so many people around, he says, limbs of my body quivering and my mouth drying up. Why? The reasons were he was merciful, sympathy, compassion, the kindness that he was getting bewildered about, overwhelmed, seeing his own people whom, because of his one cause, they are going to meet the death. So, the symptoms of a good soul, pure soul, they don't want to harm anybody. And all these signs we'll see when somebody is pure and into on the path of devotion. We learn this. And that's how Arjuna's symptoms, fear due to loss of life. So he doesn't want to do this. We also understand Arjuna is saying in Shloka 30 onwards, he says he doesn't want to fight, forgetting himself, by Arjuna's will, he's telling Arjuna, forget yourself, because you're not forgetting yourself, that's the weakness of our mind. So, dear devotees, we also learn many a times we do few acts just by compassion, just by sympathy. So, Lord has given us higher intelligence. We must always use our intelligence and knowledge whenever we are doing some act. Here also, we are trying to understand, and Krishna is trying to enlighten Arjuna that your weaknesses are that is pulling you away for not taking up your duties. Then in 31 and 32, again, in detail, it is saying Krishna is the object of all pleasure. He is so merciful. Every day, Vaishnava's house, when they are doing offering, there are the mantras that is said in the third mantra goes like, Brahman go Brahman hitaya cha jagatyaya Krishnaya Govindaya namo nama. That is, Krishna is the protector of not only our senses but cow. So Arjuna indicates Krishna should understand, that why he is, what will satisfy his senses. When he's telling Arjuna that kill them and you will get your rights and you will able to enjoy. So Arjuna is making a point that Krishna, you are addressed as Govinda, master of the senses. Why are you agitating me? What am I going to gain? So this is what is that we jivas, Krishna's, when we say Krishna's senses, when Krishna has given us senses for what? When we jivas try to satisfy his own senses, then definitely we are not going to satisfy. But if we satisfy the senses of Lord, what Lord desires from us, then definitely all his desires are satisfied. So these are some differences, different of opinion as a jiva, and the difference of opinion from the Lord's point of view. That what will take us to the spiritual understanding and what is going to take us to the material. So Arjuna's material calculation is unable to share opulences with relatives, because he's saying, if I kill them, with whom I will enjoy? So that's not important. What is right test? That we have to do. So he's saying decides not to fight even in exchange of 3 world. So Arjuna is saying, no, no, I don't want to kill. Why? Because for me to live, I can just beg and live for my family and myself. So these are some understandings that one must have. Dear devotees, these are very, very important points in verse 36. Arjuna, fearful of sinful reactions. These are the 6 aggressors, which you'll find in Shloka 36. What are this? Poison giver, one who sets fire to the house, one who attacks with deadly weapons, one who plunders richness, one who occupies another's land, one who kidnaps another's wife. If one does any one of them, can be killed and to be punished with the sentence of death, and one will not incur any reaction of sinful reactions, which is the dilemma of Arjuna, that if I kill my own people, I will dwell into this hellish planets, I will be incurring sin. So this is the understanding that Lord is trying to give us through Bhagavad Gita. What is that? That we should not be a poison giver. Now, dear devotees, it doesn't mean that poison giver means literally you're feeding somebody poison. Yes, that happens. But even the deepest understanding is we have to be polite. We have to be humble. We have to be tolerant. We should not speak words also which is like a stone or an arrow. Sometimes you don't have to slap. We use such a harsh word. It's like as good as slapping somebody. So this is a deeper understanding that one must have. One who sets fire to the house. Literally setting fire means taking away somebody's rights, somebody's property, which nowadays we see. And that's why we claim insurance for everything. One who attacks with deadly weapon. What is the understanding? How we have to teach ourselves and our children, our dependents, that no, we should not harm anybody. Then one who plunders richness. Yes, nowadays you find people having scheme after scheme, scheme after scheme, how to just, uh, make easy money. One who occupies another's land. We see so many cases happening around, and the cases in the law court, it's going year after year. A great grandfather must have taken some loan on his land or on his house or on his property, and somebody is fighting the case, and that is going on and on and on and on. And great great grandson, at end, he says, I don't even know what happened and which year it happened. I mean, those who have taken, they've gone. This is what we are trying to understand from our scriptures. No matter what corner of the life of matter it is, but Bhagavad Gita is manual and it is teaching us every integrities, how one has to lead. One who kidnaps another's wife. Dear devotees, it's another, on a joke part, it's a different thing that today's world, happily one wife goes with a second one or a third one or a fourth one. Yeah, that's a different story together. But Bhagavad Gita, our scriptures are teaching us one husband, one wife. And there should not be any misbehavior in this relationship, or what to talk about kidnapping somebody's wife. Now, to talk about it, says Kauravas did all six kind of aggressors on Pandavas, hence killing them would not give any sinful reactions. You name it, poison giver. So many times they had tried. Duryodhan had tried with Bhima, you know, and setting of fire. How Vidura, their uncle, saved them. Yeah, attacking with deadly weapons. So many times it has happened. Plundering the richness, yes, it was their right. Occupying another's land, yes, it was their rajya. Their father was a ruling king when he left the body. So, as per the rules, as per Shastra, the king who was ruling, after he leaves the body, his sons has to get the right. That is the right test. But Dhritarashtra was not ready to give. And that's how all the 100 children are also fighting with just 5 Pandavas. Yeah. And one who kidnaps another's wife. What all they have done. Draupadi had to face so much. Madhava, husband of goddess of fortune, was very much present and he has come to intervene as their relative. Also is a learning for us. Arjuna calling Krishna as Madhava, indicating that Krishna should not engage Arjuna. Yeah, that would ultimately bring about misfortune. Krishna, however, never brings misfortune to anyone, to say nothing of his devotees. Yeah, because he is also Bhakta Vatsalya. For his Bhakta, he becomes the servant. And that's what a very first chapter of Bhagavad Gita we see, that Krishna opted himself to be a mere chariot driver for Arjuna. Is everybody okay with my pace, or I'm very fast or something?
Ji Mataji. Okay.
Is it
Okay.
fast?
Okay.
No, no,
Speed is
Mataji.
okay.
Okay, very easy for to follow, no problem.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Furthermore, we see Arjuna sees how destruction of family happening. Yeah. Here we need to give some time, dear devotees. If somebody is making notes, you all can also start taking down from here if possible. So in 27, 28, 29, Arjuna is trying to say why Krishna, O Madhusudana, O Narayana, O Rishikesha, O Madhava, why I'm saying no every time when you're telling me kill them, fight with them, take your rights. Why I'm saying no? Now he's saying, I see destruction of family. And what is that? Arjuna sees due to greed, the opposite party is ready, fight and kill each other. Now he's telling to Krishna, hey Krishna, I understand what you're speaking, but try and understand me. All these Kauravas, they are with greed. Due to greed, they are blind. And because they are greedy and blind, they are acting like this. But I, I can see very well why I should kill and why we have to be on the same platform then. They are doing a sin. Why I have to do a sin? They are ready to kill us, but why we have to kill them? We have to be merciful on them and excuse them. Let them go. This is the symptoms of a pure soul, pure devotee. And this is the learning for us also. And this we have to teach our children also when they are going to school, when they are in college, when they are in university, even for so matter that when we are in the offices also. What to talk about all this? When we are in the flight, if the flight gets late and we board the flight, we are in anger, we are in trauma, and the way we behave with our next passenger or with the crew member, we see all this in the news also. So how controlling of our senses and forgiveness, to be pitiable to somebody. In 38, Arjuna is understanding result of war, that is destruction of family. He sees not benefit in participating in this sinful act. So, Kshatriya should not refuse invitation of gambling and war. This is what Krishna is saying. You are all the time saying no, 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 and you want to escape by giving me some example, some reason. But let me tell you, Arjuna, you are a Kshatriya. Now, dear devotees, the Varnas and Ashramas start here. What is the ashramas for? Brahmana ashrama, Grhastha ashrama, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. And then we also have Varnas. So he says, as a Kshatriya, your duty bound, if somebody is inviting you for war or gambling, you have to accept it, whatever the results may be. So Arjuna sees the other party is blind of effect of this challenge. He knowing the he evil consequence, not ready to fight. Still, he is determined with his reply that no, I don't want. So, dear devotees, there is a chart. He says in 39, if I fight, I see destruction of dynasty, which will lead to family traditional vanquish, which will again family involve in irreligious matters. So in Varnashrama system, actually elder members of the family are responsible for purifying process in family from birth to death. We will come in detail about this. So he says death of the elder will stop purificatory process. Young members will become irreligious then because it is not passed on. So lose chance for spiritual salvation. Now, how this happened, we'll go little more in detail about this. Dear devotees, these are some samskaras. There is a book in, if you'll go to any ISKCON temple and you'll ask for a samskara book, you will find a book which has got 40 samskaras, right from the birth to the death, from our first day in this material world and when we are leaving this world. So there are samskaras which starts from garbhadhana, that is before conception. Very sorry to say, I'm very sorry to say, this samskara is completely getting washed off from practical express. Yeah. When we ask somebody, uh, what is garbhadhana samskara and what is garbhadhara samskara, they say, we don't know. To be honest, dear devotees, nowadays, because of our upcoming generation, where male and female, they are all getting well educated, and females opt willingly to go out and work, may not be there is a requirement of financial crunch is there or something, but they feel we have put so much of our time, we wasted our so much of time to take up education, higher education, for that matter engineering, you name the field, and the females are there. What to talk about now, we are even having females astronauts also. So I'm not against, Prabhupada is saying, I'm not against all this, but what is important, all this is required only for this bhumandala. What about the life beyond birth and death? Dear devotees, if you want, you can write and keep beyond birth and death. There is a small book of Srila Prabhupada which will give us the insight about what one has to do even in this life, and we must also practice something compulsory so that we can cross over and go to next life after death. Actual life is after death. So today's generation, maybe because the previous generation has not passed on to them properly, or again, they are in more of compassion, more of caring, too much of love. If I use the word, easier word, too much of love, that uh, they don't think, okay, it's okay. You know, we feel Garbhadhana and Garbhadhara samskaras are not that very important. Let the baby come out. Parents and grandparents are saying, we will train them. But let me tell you all, during this conception, when samskaras are done, you are inviting a pure soul. You are, even for that matter, is said, you are even inviting Krishna to be your son. And then the samskaras that we are naming here, which is Pumsavan, which is third month of pregnancy, then Shrimantam, which is, protection for the mother before childbirth. And then so all these samskaras are taken place. But still I find somewhere naming ceremony is still happening. Yeah. Annaprasnam, I don't know how far it is happening. Vidya Arambh also somewhere it is happening. Upanayanam is happening only with some community, very less sector of community. Otherwise, Vivaha, my God, what to talk about this Vivaha samskaras. It it really kills our uh, because we have learned, we have understood. Marriages are happening now in midnight, which is the time of a bhutas and pisachas. Everything is going in shortcut way, which is going to take us to the progress towards Kali Yuga, degradation of Kali Yuga. And then Antim Sanskara. I have even heard for the Shraddha ceremony also, they tell the Pandit, take more money and do quickly, fast. Dear devotees, this is the last ritual that is happening for for the soul who has left the body. If we are not doing the samskaras to this body, it is very, very important ritual. How important it is that we need to get a proper pandit, a purohit who can do this samskara in a right way. The mantra ucharam, the shloka recitation has to happen properly, but that is not happening for just little money. So all these samskaras are very, very important. This is what Arjuna's point is, that we are going to affect the upcoming generation. Yeah. The furthermore, his doubts, which will fail. This will be a failure for Varnashram system. From the elder male generation, it has to get passed on to the young people, and from the young people it has to pass on and on. So it says risk of war, which will give rise to unwanted progeny. Why? Because the male figure, if he's killing the male, then the dynasty is getting vanquished. There is no tarpana going to happen because there is nobody to teach them and how they are going to dwell into the hellish planet. And there'll be no good souls upcoming. The left out female of the house will be forced to go out and fetch for the need of the dependents. How she will be misused by the outer society, and this will give a rise to the unwanted progeny, which is said to be Varna Shankara. This Varna Shankara is going to be condition for hellish planet. The family who destroys family tradition, The ancestors are not going to get delivered. So this was the dilemma of Arjuna for not indulging into fight. So it says the good progeny, good population depends on faithfulness and chastity of the women. This is what we learn. So this was the dilemma, which it's you'll find all this shlokas which we get into, and then again fear of Arjuna. This is what we were trying to summarize. And then the conclusion is that such kind and soft-hearted person is fit to receive self-knowledge, that is transcendental knowledge. And that's the reason Arjuna is saying, because of this, I don't want to kill anybody and I don't want to fight. And he cast his bow and arrow and he says, no, I will not fight. I will not fight. And that's how the Gita ends here, dear devotees. How important it is that this book has to be in every house, has to be referred by everybody. We must read. In the very first chapter, first shloka, first purport, it is in detail explained by Srila Prabhupada that one must read under the supervision of a devotee, practicing devotee, or Lord who is understanding the supremacy of Lord Krishna, and how one has to read it in a scrutinizing manner, not just reading, because Prabhupada says it's just not reading the lines, but there is a lot of meaning in between the lines also. So this was the first chapter. We stop here, and tomorrow we will do the second chapter. So anybody has any question, any doubt, please. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, you said Bhagavad Gita is divided into 3 sections.
Yes.
So from chapter 1st to chapter 6, it is divided. It is said, Karma Yoga, right?
You wanted to know the details that I was giving?
Ji, Mataji, I'm so sorry. Actually, I was noting down and you
No
were
issues.
going in
No
the flow,
issues.
so I could not interfere in between.
No problem. So as I said, chapter 1 to chapter 6 is Karma Yoga. That's the reason, Krishna is telling, do this karma, do this act. Yeah. And from 7 to 12 is Bhakti Yoga. Lord is speaking, what is prominent, what is important, and all transcendental knowledge he's giving. And then from chapter 13 to chapter 18 is Jnana Yoga.
Okay, Mataji, thank you so much.
Welcome. Anybody else?
Mataji, could you
Yes.
please share this PDF?
PDF, I am not very sure. You need to check with the ICF team. I'm just a speaker doing my seva.
So we can write on the group for the PDF.
Yeah, you can put it in the group. No problem.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I think Ashish Prabhuji told not to share the PPT.
Is it? Yeah, maybe
Yes, Mataji.
because this was just a help given to the speakers, because we have just
Speakers, yes, Mataji.
yeah, it was just 2 days before it is announced, and we were opting for help. So we said we need some material to speak on. So we were just provided this. Yes, you're right, Aishwarya Mataji. Yeah, because this is actually a treasure of somebody else we are using.
Mataji, you
Yes.
told that Prabhupada has written a small book regarding how to lead our life.
Yes.
May I know
But-
that book?
Yeah, it is beyond birth and death.
Oh, beyond
Yeah.
birth and
It is not only one book. There are many books, Mataji, for that matter. If you go to a restaurant, Mataji, if you go to a restaurant, you call for a starter, right? Some likes
Yeah.
some like some frying snacks, somebody likes sweet, somebody likes some juices, some soup. So Prabhupada also tried, to write small books with the blend of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, many other scriptures, so that people must get attracted and start reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and so on.
These are available in any language?
Yeah, Mataji. They are available in many languages, but only from ISKCON temple.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji.
Any other question?
We are okay with English, but is there any chances of in Kannada like that?
Yeah, you can check. You can check on in the temple. You will definitely get
No, this online program, whatever this.
online program. Right now, it's happening only in English. We will let you know if at all it is happening in any other language.
Okay, your English okay, but some I wanted to.
So, Mataji, Hare Krishna, Mataji, I think ISKCON separately is having other languages also. I have attended.
Yeah.
But
There are.
this is being conducted by ICF, and I think
Yes.
it's only in English.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
This book you're talking about, the Sanskars,
Yeah.
it's also available in ISKCON temple, is it?
Yes.
Mataji?
Yes.
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 Yes,
It's
as you
available.
said, Mataji, the sanskars have changed, and there are more of filmy sanskars going on in all.
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
And the main sanskar is all missed. This is what is the sad story part of it. The actual reason behind the sanskars it is inculcating, it is actually going into the deep system of the person. That
Yes.
is lost.
Yes, Mataji, for that matter, see, I am blessed with 2 sons, but I am passing on to them also in case we don't know, in case their partner is lacking with this, at least they have to be well equipped. So, irrespective son or daughter, you pass on. Basic thing, Mataji, basic things. This
Yes,
has to be there.
yes,
You know,
that's the only cause with which I got only one child, one daughter. And the main reason I wanted was I wanted to have a child. I should leave a good human being, insaniyat, and a good citizen to the country also. And right from childhood, right from dress, I have been very particular. And I'm
yes,
so blessed. We are Vaishnavas. And now
yes.
my daughter is married to a Sri Vaishnava, and she lives in Sri Gangam. So I'm really very, very blessed. And my granddaughter is following my daughter's step. She is, apart from being an engineer, she's also a Bharatanatyam dancer.
Very good.
But she only enjoys doing seva to the temples. So
Yeah.
this way she is, I'm that way very, very grateful to Lord Krishna. He is always, even actually I'm having a problem of, I have a problem called macular degeneration, and
Oh,
I cannot see. I have to defocus and see. And I've attended many since Corona. I have been attending a lot of these Bhagavad Gita classes. Actually, you are telling that you are the disciple of Sri Pataka
Japan.
Swamiji, Jai Pataka Swami, and I attended one class with a couple of classes with Sri Hari Sridhar Prabhuji of Hyderabad. He's also Jai Pataka Swamiji's disciple.
Thank you
So,
so
but so
Thank you so much, Mataji. I think I lost you, Mataji. I'm sorry. I think I lost you. Okay,
Hare
maybe
Krishna Mataji, please unmute yourself. I think she's muted.
maybe. So, dear
And
devotees,
Mataji, also, if you don't mind, Mataji, is another class that's starting at 12 sharp.
so
So-
can we take a leave? I can take your leave. Vancha kalpatarvishya kipasindhavishya patitanam pavanibhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah anitkoti vaishnavi ki jai. So if you all have any doubt, any questions, you can put it in the group and we will try to answer you all. Is that okay, Mataji? Aishwarya
Yes,
Mataji?
Mataji, that's perfect, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you
Mataji.
so much,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna,
Thank you to
Hare
all
Krishna,
Matajis and
Hare
Prabhujis. Thank you
This
so
is
much.
which class,
Thank you so
Mataji?
much,
Thank
Suguna
you,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you. Mataji,
Very
with your
good.
permission, can I end the session,
Yes.
Mataji?
Yes.
So Hare
Yes.
Krishna,
Thank you,
this is
Mataji.
which class, Mataji? At what time it is starting?
Now at
At
12
11,
o'clock, Mataji,
Mataji.
I'm not sure
Starts at
so
11.
many.
No, before that.
This class.
11
which
Before
o'clock.
that,
Bhagavad
before
Gita.
that is Srimad
Bhagavad Gita
Bhagavatam,
introductions.
Mataji.
But
Now it
what
is Bhagavatam. From 11 to 12, it is Bhagavatam, Mataji.
Huh?
11 to 12, Bhagavatam.
Oh, I see. 11 to 12, huh?
Yes,
Okay.
Mataji.
Every day? Every day?
Every day, Mataji, Monday to Friday.
Okay. From when it started, Mataji?
A long time ago,
Mataji,
Mataji.
11
It's in
to 12.
Canto 4.
Okay. I was
Okay,
not
Mataji,
aware.
we'll end the session for now,
Okay, I'll
Mataji.
join
We'll
from
have a small
tomorrow.
book reading.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare.